Alrighty, YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. This time we have the February update for 2023. Now, just heads up if you're new, this is kind of what I like to make of like pretty much a preview of what's about to come for the channel, of what games I'm interested / that I might play. And without further ado, let's actually get started right away because we are already 13 days into February and I'm barely making this one. But the first one that came out was Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this is a game that I was really hyped up at first, but then I started figuring out that if you bought the Deluxe version, you would actually be able to play it 3 days early. And in my case, I was still working with the Dead Space guides and stuff, so I was a little bit behind. And I don't know, it just got to the point where like don't get me wrong, I'm still interested in this game, right? I still am a lot. But it's just that time where it's like, all right, there's a lot of games coming out next week. Do I even have time to play this game? Because, like I said, I'm already late. Some of the achievement / trophies are kind of just like open world-esque, if you know what I mean. Like, hey, do this side quest, do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm still not like too comfortable when it comes to open world games, you know. But I am a huge Harry Potter fan, you know. Well, not huge. I want to say I'm barely starting to get into it, you know. I've been watching all the movies. My girlfriend's really into Harry Potter, so I've been a little bit more into it, right? But it just, I think just right now, the whole open world aspect, and I don't know if this has like a good actual story to it or if it's just kind of exploring, you know. But I definitely will play it. I am interested, like I said. Is just like, hey, let me find some timing because there's another game coming out actually today by the time that I'm making this video, and I'm a little bit more interested in that one because it'll be shorter as well. But anyways, Hogwarts, February 10th, so it's already out in a sense, and it's getting really good reviews, so just a heads up on that one. Next on up, ladies and gentlemen, we got a game called Wanted Dead, which is going to release actually /tomorrow /today. You know what I mean? The whole timing, it's kind of weird, like it's time zones. But it should be on February 14th, and just a little preview. So in Wanted Dead, you play as a member of the zombie unit, an elite Hong Kong police squad that's out to uncover a major corporate conspiracy. Now, this game, I guess why I'm really attracted to it, as you guys will see here on screen, they're actually from the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, but it's just mainly more of Ninja Gaiden. When I was growing up, I used to play those games, and those games were like really hard, and I've always just loved them, you know. Sometimes, you know, you kind of miss those old games, but as you guys can see, it's like a slash shooting game. And you guys know me, I love my games where like you are really fast. So the fact that we're kind of like a ninja is what like I'm really interested. Now, I understand that this probably won't be like the best game out there, you know, especially compared to Hogwarts. But hey, look, that's what I really like. I like to find those games that no one really knows about and just kind of do my thing on that, you know? Because look, if something that I've learned, it's like, hey, try to get big as in YouTube wise by doing the smaller stuff that no one is covering. Because if I go and follow the crowd, for example in Hogwarts, I'm already late, you know, people get early copies and blah blah blah. By the time my stuff gets out there, like I'm already late, you know what I mean? So the best thing that I like to do is like go for those hidden stuff, kind of like this game, you know. It's like, hey, it's a game that you don't know if it's going to be good or bad, so it's like, hey, am I wasting my money or am I not, you know what I mean? The story seems pretty kind of interesting, you know. Like, you'll be able to shoot, you'll be able to slash, which is kind of like what I like anyways, you know? And this is like something that I want. I want something short, to the point, which doesn't seem to be like the longest game. It'll probably be somewhere close to like 10 hours, which is what I'm okay with. Story seems like it'll be decent, kind of like I said. But other than that, the achievement / trophies for this game don't look too crazy either. You know, there tends to be some mini games in here, so that is actually what I'm interested in as well. And just in general, I'm hearing some good stuff about this game. Like, I know it probably won't be like Game of the Year or anything like that, but that it's kind of enjoyable. So we'll have to see. This game is going to come out for me in like 3 to 4 hours or so. So I'll probably give it a shot sooner than later. But this is basically what my next game is going to be all about. So we'll have to see how it is. Is it going to be worth the wait? I don't know. I've been keeping my eye out on this game. And we'll see if it lives up to the hype. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. Next on up, ladies and gentlemen, we got EA's version of Monster Hunter. Now, if you guys kind of don't know what that is, Monster Hunter is basically a game mostly on Nintendo, which have slowly been porting to over to Xbox and PlayStation. But in a sense, it's just like an open world game, RPG, where you have to fight really big, huge monsters. Now, yes, I said big and huge in the same sentence. But as you can see right there, there's giant bears and stuff like that. And this is taking place in feudal Japan. And if you guys know me, I adore freaking Japan, like lifestyle, and like in the old days. So I guess feudal would kind of count for that. Ghost of Tsushima stuff. This is like kind of the vibes that I'm getting off of it. But I think just most importantly, I love it when there's like really like beautiful animals. Like you'll see that these beasts, in a sense, are like, yes, they're very terrifying, but they're also really freaking beautiful, And that is like a very sucker thing for me. It's like, hey, Japan and really beautiful animals, like, yeah, those are definitely going to attract me. Now, the thing with this game is, in order for you to take those things down, you're supposed to use ancient technology from the past, I guess, And it just seems kind of amazing that you have to look into the past to be able to take these things down. Now, I think, like, the whole thing is like, hey, these beasts are terrifying your, like, village or, like, something like that. But as you guys can see here on screen, though, these animals are very beautiful. I believe you could play co-op, with other players in this game. I just saw the achievement/trophy list for this game, and there's not, at least from what I can tell, there's not very many collectibles, which is what I'm really happy about. But just look at this tiger right here, in case if I didn't mess up on the audio cue. Like, these animals look really cool. And then the best thing of it all, too, ladies and gentlemen, that if you do have Xbox Game Pass / EA Play, you get 10% discount, which is about, I guess, $8, I guess, because this game is $70. But even most importantly, though, this just came out today. If you do have EA Play, you actually get a 10-hour trial, baby. So I am freaking excited about that, just in case if I don't like this game. But again, hopefully it is as good as I think so. Because again, EA's been kind of stepping it up, okay? Not going to lie. I know we all hate EA, because they're greedy bastards. But I'm really hoping this game turns out pretty good, because this thing looks really nice. But let's move on to the next one. Next on up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Atomic Hearts, which is supposed to release on February 21st, the same day as another game that we'll talk about right after this one. And there's not too much information known about this one, like as much. It's just like the way that I can describe this is like, this is a feature-esque BioShock game, if that makes sense. Now, I know there's probably some like political stuff behind this game. I've kind of seen like another video too. It's like post-Russia kind of stuff, technology stuff, which I know it's a bad thing right now. But this game will be on Game Pass, so just a heads up on that for any of you who are going to try to see if you guys want to even buy this game. But it's an action RPG game set in the mad utopia of an alternative post-World War II world. All I kind of understand from this game is that you're in this futuristic world, right, as you can see from all this thing, and you're all trying to have these like button things that go onto your head, and you all communicate with each other like that, telepathically, I believe. So something goes wrong, as every freaking thing with AIs, everything goes wrong. They try to take over, and you pretty much just use your powers to, take over and break free from the AI. So I will tell you this, though, the mouth lip syncing in this game does not look the greatest. But again, it's just a video, right? But the graphics look really freaking nice. So in a sense, this is just what I like to call a futuristic BioShock. And your job is supposed to go to the main bases and free each, I guess, city or blah, 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 whatever it is. Again, I need to work on getting more information, right? But that's as much as I can tell you for this game. Again, February 21st. It'll be on Game Pass in case if you're interested, because I know I am. And I believe the achievement/trophies list came out for this game already, but I haven't really gone through them, so hopefully not too many collectibles. You know me, I don't like too many collectibles. I already got enough from Dead Space, which I thought Dead Space were pretty good, like a good amount in a sense. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next game. Next on up, ladies and gentlemen, we got Like a Dragon Ishin. Now, this is the game that I'm very interested again because it has the whole Japan-esque thing about it. But the only turnoff for me is that I've never really played none of the Yakuza games. So that's why I was kind of like, I may kind of hold up on this one. This game does come out the same day as Atomic Hearts, as I said earlier, so February 21st. And this one is not on Game Pass like the other one. So that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards the other one. A friend of mine / community member of our channel did let me know that it is actually perfectly fine to play this game if you haven't played any of the other Yakuza games. You know, it is pretty much, it's like a standalone game from what I've understood. So I'm very more interested in now, especially after seeing some of these like trailers. Like, hey, it's a brawler that you pretty much could go pretty fast. So you guys can see, I love me when you get to go really fast with the sword, dude. I really freaking love it. And obviously, kind of like Wanted Dead, it's like you got a gun and you got a sword. We'll definitely try this one out when I do get some free time because, you know, it's going to start getting busy with all those other games. But just a heads up for all of you that have been following the Yakuza games. I believe this is just like a standalone game. So you should be good. But definitely really interested in it because, you know, like I said again before, the whole Japan thing is really interesting to me. Next on up, ladies and gentlemen, we got Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This game originally came out in the Wii U, but we all know how the Wii U did, right? I personally thought it was a good console. A lot of people thought it was the worst. But obviously, they're bringing it back to get some money off of it, right? Now, I'm just showing you guys this game. Doesn't necessarily mean that I will end up getting this game, you know. I do want to be playing a little bit more Nintendo just because like I feel like I haven't been doing that much, you know. I do want to try to play some of the exclusive games now, especially that my girlfriend did get a Nintendo Switch, so I do want to keep on playing some more, you know, single-player games with her, especially on the Nintendo, you know, to make it be worth it, you know, for the Nintendo Switch, you know. But just to kind of like a heads up, like, hey, not necessarily going to play this on stream or anything. Just kind of giving you guys a heads up, like, hey, this is another pretty big game that's coming out, you know, for those of you who are Nintendo fans in this channel. But that's pretty much as I can really say about this game. I'm not too interested in it, but it is an option for me, if you know what I mean. So hopefully I do end up getting it, and we end up having some fun. Now, let's get on moving to the last game that I'm interested in of this month. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we got Scars Above, which is going to be coming out on February 28th, the last day of this month. And this is probably the most exciting game for me for this month, to be quite honest with you. So Scars Above is a challenging sci-fi third-person action adventure shooter, combining the rewarding feel of overcoming difficulty and a compelling and intricate story set in a mysterious alien world to explore. Hint, hint. Does this give you any vibes of any other game we played? Returnal, ladies and gentlemen. So this is like a big reason why I'm really interested in this one, because I really loved Returnal. Returnal came out in 2021, and that was like my game of the year for 2021. And the fact that we got something that's kind of similar to that. Now, I know it's not going to be exactly like Returnal, but it just really giving me the vibes of like that mysterious alien planet, those weird guns that, you know, you pretty much pick up, and the weird alien monsters that you do end up finding. And then speaking of Returnal, I actually didn't really mention this, but I believe on February 15th it is coming on PC. So some of the community members have asked me to try to play Returnal for February 15th, and I think I might just do that just for the heck of it, because it's been 2 years that I've actually played it. So going back to Scars Above, really interested, you know, hopefully it is as good as it seems. I believe we found out about this game last year during a PlayStation State of Play event, and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, this looks like Returnal, kind of some Resident Evil vibes," and obviously Lara Croft because she kind of looks like Lara Croft in a sense, you know. But I've been seeing some more gameplay about this game, and it is really interesting, you know. It's just like the ways that you got to kill some of the new enemies looks really interesting, and I'm just hoping that there's like enough guns like in Returnal, you know. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much going to be it for this month. Obviously, the shortest month of the year, obviously 28 days, but a lot of really good games this year. Honestly, this might be the most stacked month for as of what we know so far, correct? So really interested in that, but let me know down in the section below, ladies and gentlemen, what games you guys are interested. I know a lot of you guys are going to be hating on me because I'm like, what? You're excited about all these games, but not Harry Potter? Or I guess Hogwarts, sorry. Hogwarts Legacy? It's like, chill, like, yes, I am, but doing guides is a little bit more different and a lot harder too. So just trying to manage everything. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.